What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Sniper Gaming channel, and welcome back to How Do I Want to Do This. This is our series where we take a look at all playable options available to players in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, then we rank them on a scale of 1 to 10 and either build them or fix them depending on how they rank. Now today we begin our talks on the brand new Valor Bard for 2024. Of course, this is a returning subclass back from the 2014, but it has gotten a little bit of tweaking done to it, and we're going to look at that today and see how it compares to the other options. Before we jump into it, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, share the video with your friends, and of course click the bell so you're notified when new videos are uploaded. I'm sure you noticed that my voice does not sound like it normally does. I am going through a sinus infection right now, so bear with me. I'm trying to make sure that my videos don't go up late, but I've been really sick for the past few days, and I'm just now starting to feel a little better. So there you go. Thank you all for that. But yeah, the Valor Bard is interesting. So there's no Swords Bard in the 2024. We just get Valor to come here, and this is our weapon fighter. Now, traditionally, this was really focused on melee, but really it now can go either way. And there's a lot of versatility here, which is really cool. It is very similar to its 2014 version, but there are a couple of very minor tweaks here and there to the wording that actually are pretty meaningful. So let's go ahead and jump into those and see what they look like. Starting off at level 3, we get Combat Inspiration, and this is very similar actually to what we had back in the 2014 version. It's just a brand new wording of how it's used, but essentially what it does is it allows the allies to be able to use your Bardic Inspiration for different things. So it can be used for a damage roll, or it can also be used to raise your AC if that ally needs it. So very helpful, very useful, a great additional use. And honestly, like since 2014, this has only gotten better with how Bardic Inspiration has changed. So this is very good. Very strong start. I gave it an 8 before, and I gave the whole subclass before an 8. We're seeing if it might become the new king, but we'll have to see. But yeah, very similar to 2014. Not really a whole lot to cover on that one. And same thing with bonus proficiencies, except for one pretty major change. So we get the proficiency with medium armor, shields, and martial weapons. That's all the same as what we had before, although they renamed it now to martial training. However, the new thing is that now we can use one of our weapons as a spellcasting focus. So that's really cool. So we don't necessarily need Warcaster now, and that's great. That's a really nice buff for us. Of course, we're probably going to take it anyway, but it's nice to not have to worry about those somatic components that could be in the way on certain spells. It's just a nice little quality of life thing, so definitely a good thing there. At level 6, we get extra attack, and this has also been buffed. We now get the Blade Singer version, so now we can make 2 attacks in a turn with our weapon, or we can replace one of those with a cantrip. So of course I'm looking at Booming Blade. I'm also now looking at New True Strike, since that's also actually worth using now, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, this definitely is going to open up our options a lot. This is a huge buff. Very good for us. I'm very glad that we're starting to spread this kind of thing around, because it's just a nice quality of life thing. And then finally, Battle Magic at level 14. Again, a pretty simple thing. Whenever you use your action to cast a Bard spell, you can make 1 weapon attack as a bonus action. Really cool. So here's the thing. It's a very simple subclass really through and through, and it's somewhat similar to 2014. However, there are a lot of things that are different in 2024 that are not necessarily this Bard kit that buff this Bard kit, right? So of course you've got a couple of spells that have changed. Conjure Minor Elementals has gone through a thing. It did go through an errata, but not everybody has read the errata, so like it was super busted on original print, and so that's a thing, right? So you've got that. You've also got this Fount of Moonlight spell, which is a 4th level spell, which is just adding a bunch of damage on, right? You've got how True Strike works now. You've got how Booming Blade works. You've got all of this stuff that's kind of working towards helping this Bard, right? Nothing about this subclass takes away from what the Bard is trying to be. The Bard is still going to be really good in the social situations. The Bard is still going to be really good in exploration. The Bard is still going to be really good in all of these things. It's just that normally Bards will you know, drop down a slow or a hypnotic pattern or something like that, or drop haste on somebody if you grab that through magical secrets or whatever it is, and then sit in the back, maybe throw out a vicious mockery, you know, something like that, throw around some cantrips as needed. This bard can now throw down stuff and then still get in the fight and do damage. This bard, I would argue, is now more well-rounded than others. And that's weird to say. That's a very weird thing to say, because honestly, the damage numbers on this thing can be kind of insane. We're going to be looking at a version of that later this week, of course, when we go to build. But the potential damage on this thing is absolutely wild, on top of just the incredible support that this gets as a bard. This is our new king. This is our new 10 out of 10, in my opinion. I think it's very, very strong. I am very, very happy with what the rules around it actually have really done to this. It's not that this got all that crazy of changes outside of extra attack going to the Bladesinger route, but it's that the game itself has gotten changes that really boost this up a lot, and it's fantastic now. Really, really cool. So, what do you think of my ranking? Is that too high? Do you think that lore is better, or one of the other options? Do you think dance is better? Probably not, but that's okay. I am going to be building one of these later this week, so make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss that. Also, make sure to watch out for KPL going up later this week. Again, we have drafted only Pokemon that Markiplier would smash. It's a really good time. Until next time, stay safe out there, stay healthy. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.